Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the post-show live chat, where we're going to be talking about everything that went down in this latest episode of The Bachelor. How's everyone doing tonight? I'm pretty annoyed right now, mainly because you might have noticed we were 10 minutes late. 10 minutes late to the stream. The camera is not working tonight. It is just not working. No reason. I'm here. I'm ready to be seen, but camera's not working. I don't know why. It was working literally 15 minutes ago, and now it's not. So that's fun. But we're gonna continue on with no cam, and just get right into it, I guess. Actually, I do have a camera. I had a bit of a surprise for everyone. I was going to introduce tonight the dog cam, but neither of my dogs are interested at all in in being seen tonight. I think every single night of The Bachelor or these streams, my dog Bob has been in this camera here, which is also out of focus. Another problem, but he's been there every night. Not tonight. Not tonight. So, played the music again. But let's get into the rules. And get into chatting about tonight. Yeah, no one was ready to be seen tonight. But first and foremost, before we get into talking about the episode, maybe a little bit of sleuthing and all that, the rules of the chat. Number one, please no posting any blatant spoilers. Of course, anything that's sleuthed out, totally welcome. Anything from an official Bachelor/Bachelorette, Bachelor in Paradise account, totally encouraged here. I'm going to do my best to answer any and all questions in the chat. Of course, super chats get priority. And last but not least, be kind to each other, everyone. So, yes, tonight we got the villain special. We've got 2 villains in one episode. 2 villains for the price of one, and boy am I ready to see both of them go. Boy, am I ready to see both of them go. And Katie! How's it going, Katie? Good to see you back in the membership club. I'm not watching, so describe this season in 3 words. It's a mess. It's a mess. Those are my 3 words so far. But, yeah, we saw 2 villains. We saw Susie. Susie getting the one-on-one of the episode. I think there was something Bachelor Data did where they showed how far the first one-on-one goes in a season. Usually there's someone who goes very far, and often they don't win, but a good chunk of the time they become the Bachelorette. So there you go, Susie. And Maria Hernandez, thank you for the super chat. Oh, good to see you again as well. Cassidy, more excited to see Hillary Duff than seeing Clayton, is hilarious. I was upset with how Shanae brought up Elizabeth's ADHD and comparing to with kids. As someone who works with kids and have ADHD, it's really upsetting. I 100% agree. Right now, the thing that I'm most invested in this season is seeing Shanae go. And they've now baited us with I guess there's no episode next week. It's going to be a week break. So, I have a bonus video idea. I'll throw in a bonus video next week, even though there won't be an episode of The Bachelor. I was considering even doing it later this week, but I might take my time now that we have the week break. But yeah, I just complete red flag horribleness from Shanae, and yeah, I'm ready to see her. I'm ready to see her go. I'm already ready to pack her bags for her, but we might be seeing instead Cassidy go first. We know that Shanae is on another group date. We know she's got some feuding to do with Genevieve. It looks like after maybe Cassidy goes, because we have filled up all of our Cassidy preview footage. I don't think there's any more Cassidy preview footage. So I think this is it for Cassidy. She's getting her rose pulled back by Clayton, and then she's going home. I think that's the deal. So after that, Shanae is going to. Well, I guess no. It's too many blonde women. Shanae is going to be feuding with Elizabeth, and then at some point Genevieve. So we know that there's still a lot of Shanae to come. There's this preview shot we've got here with Shanae. They've paired it with Genevieve here. Come on now, there we go. Computer's freaking out today. That's no fun. And then of course there's this Shanae throwing the trophy Genevieve fight going on. So there's still some Shanae to come. But she will be going at some point. We just gotta wait it out. But there is some stuff to talk about other than Shanae. A lot going on in this season already with eliminations, self-eliminations, and remember Sally? Remember Sally? More information has come out in the last little while about Sally, who was supposed to be getting married. Now I know a lot of other people have done better breakdowns than this. With Sally, the woman who was engaged, getting married, apparently, I don't know if y'all knew this or not, I found this out this week. Apparently, Sally was celebrating her bachelorette party on August 14th. August 14th. And then they filmed The Bachelor in September. And in November, she was seen in Mexico with her ex. That's in the corner there is from the bachelorette party. So Clayton has now had two women self-eliminate. The other woman being the hot tub lady. I don't know if you remember the hot tub lady, the bathtub lady. She disappeared partway through the episode. Apparently she self-eliminated. We found out now. Two women self-eliminating, first episode. A woman who says she hates Clayton. And now we've got Cassidy with a guy back home. So, yes. Oh, and what about Clayton's licking his lips? Yeah, if you check my TikTok, I did a compilation of every time Clayton was licking his lips night one. And counted who got the most lip licking. And I'll double check. Apparently Clayton said on Twitter or something that the lip licking has stopped this episode. They got him some lip chap or something. And I don't know, maybe they just edited that out. But I'll be looking at a lot of the footage tomorrow, so I'll tell you for sure if we saw that this episode. But I guess they can do a lot with editing. So how did Sally get casted so quickly if she was engaged? Well, first of all, we don't know, you could be going through the casting process and, being engaged at the same time. This is also something she could have been nominated for. It wasn't her. There have been contestants in the past who have said that they were going through the casting process for a different season like years ago or the year before or something like that, and then they get called up again. She might have, applied for Peter's season or something like that. Maybe Colton's. Then they have her in the record books and get her out there. And maybe they had her and thought about this really crazy storyline they could throw in there. One episode, who knows? But the receipts are out there. Like in August, she was celebrating some kind of bachelorette something, and they filmed in September, like a month and a bit later. So and that's only the tip of the iceberg. We got a lot more season ahead of us. But yeah, I think this season's going to be way worse than Peter's season. It could be. I feel I don't know. Clayton seems very gullible early on. Like this episode, he had this great little sit down with Elizabeth, and then Shanae comes in and says, "Oh, huge red flags," and he immediately goes and brings her out like, "Whoa." He just believes Shanae, and I don't know. I feel like we're in for a long ride here, and also like giving Cassidy the rose right away. I don't know if there's producer shenanigans or what going on, but gullible for sure. Gullible from somewhere. If it's not from some of the women, it's from production. So definitely definitely concerned on that front. Now, I wonder if they paid Sally to come on and do that bit. That would have to come out somewhere. They don't pay anyone on the show except for the lead. None of the cast get paid at all. So, Holly, the senior bachelorette that came out night one, she was a hired actor. She got paid. Don't know about Sally. Maybe it's just for the Instagram followers. So, yeah, Peter 2.0. Yeah, that's the unfortunate vibes. But hey, if you're in it for the drama, you're gonna be feasting this season. Yeah, it's only the second episode, and we already aren't getting a rose ceremony with 1 week break. Yeah, I know. The to be continued begins. I feel like that's something they did a lot with Peter's season as well. When things get really messy and unconventional, they bring back the to be continued. So when do you think we're headed to Toronto? I think in the next episode or two. Yeah, so I can't remember how many we're down to now. 20-something women. It's at least once they get down to 11 or 12 or something like that. There's a photo. See if I can find it in the deep recesses of my Bachelor screenshot folder from the previews. Of the women from one of the very first previews where they're all like going like Clayton or whatever, screaming out when they first arrive in Toronto, and there's about 11 or 12. There might be one or two hidden in there. So it's going to be around the same time that they went to Minnesota with Michelle's season. That's what they're going to be doing in Toronto. Somewhere around there. So middle of the season area. Episode 4 or something. I don't know, 5. Somewhere around there is my guess. And then somewhere after that, they'll be going to Croatia and Austria. We know that we've seen the cast in Croatia and Austria before, and then Iceland for the finale here. This is the final 3 rose ceremony, and they've used these are all the photos that they've used to try and cut in to make us think the 2 women there in the actual shot are one of these women. And really there's only one actual person who from this group it could be. And that's Rachel, bottom right. That's legit. The rest of them are from different rose ceremonies. Now I guess it's theoretically possible that any of these other women could also be there and be like a third woman off to the side. It's theoretically possible. But as far as the cutting, the shots that they've cut to, only one is legit. Only one is legit. Here's, by the way, I found it. It's from the first preview. This shot here in Toronto. It's approximately 11, 12 women in this shot in Toronto at the Hotel X, which I know because I'm from Toronto. Overlooking the Gardner Expressway. For all of you people from Toronto. So that'll be fun. That'll be fun. And they go through the distillery district as well. I used to do tours in the distillery district in Toronto. It's a very beautiful spot. Really nice spot. And they have him and Sarah. Him and Sarah will be in the distillery district on a date, some kind of one-on-one. A third woman when he says he slept with them both. Yeah, well, but seriously, like we don't know the editing tactics that are being used in the previews. So like this right here, the shot, not including the 6 shots in front, this could be at the point in the rose ceremony when 3 women are there and he's handing out 2 roses, and then he hands one out. Someone gets eliminated. And then he, with the other 2 women left, he says, "By the way, I've been intimate with both of you." So it's possible that 3 women show up to this rose ceremony, 1 gets eliminated, and then he tells the remaining 2, like, just FYI. It's I've been with both of you. So it's also possible that only 2 women show up. Then there's an elimination before this as well. Yeah, he did say I loved her too. Yeah, it could be that he says we have the rose ceremony, 1 gets eliminated. And he says, I love you too, I loved her too, and I've been intimate with the both of you. But I wonder, my guess is that maybe, I don't know, maybe, do you think Clayton was intimate with all 3? Question. Like, do you think there was 3 women, he eliminates 1, but he doesn't say he was intimate with the 3rd one, he just is like, I'm only going to tell these 2. Yeah, a lot of people saying, yeah. He does say he's in love with all 3 women. But and I heard someone else ask if they think Shanae is going to be getting a rose. She will be getting a rose. She'll definitely be getting a rose. We've seen her on another group date. She's on at least one more. We can say with definitive proof that Shanae's at one more rose ceremony. In fact, Shanae's actually in this shot. Right here at some different rose ceremony than the one she was in. This is one of the shots that they cut to for the fake out in the preview. Has Shanae. But I guess the producers are if Clayton's gonna get rid of Cassidy this episode, which I think is very likely because we have no more Cassidy footage. I think, unless they're hiding stuff, the producer's gonna make sure that Shanae sticks around too. And Haley, thank you for the super chat. Really appreciate it. It looks like someone was blacked out next to the lantern, next to what we are theorizing is Rachel in that one shot of their backs. In this one right here. It looks like someone was blacked out next to... I just leaned into the microphone because you can't see me because my camera's broken, but I leaned into my computer to try and look really closely at the screen. Someone's blacked out next to the lantern, next to what we are theorizing is Rachel in that one shot of their backs. Yeah, it's completely possible. They have been notorious the last season or two for editing previews to hide spoilers. So definitely possible. And they've gotten fancier with it. They have gotten fancier with it. Does look a little fishy. I'll take a look at it, but even if they did black it out, we can't know for sure. But there are a few shots in Iceland of this third woman that many people in the comments and I tend to agree is Susie as well. And I think Susie, the whole Bachelorette talk, it makes a lot of sense that Susie is the third woman in the final three with Rachel and Gabby, and we've pretty much confirmed that this is Gabby at this point as well. There's another shot from the previews with Gabby in this outfit. Very, very brief shot where she's kind of she looks upset and she's got a coat on and it's covering most of her jacket. Let me see if I can grab it here real quick. It's not the greatest shot. Here, this outfit right here matches the one of the woman on the right there. So, Rachel, Gabby, third one, I think is Susie, especially with all that Bachelorette talk. So, makes a lot of sense to me. Here's the other shot, by the way. We know this is the Sky Lagoon in Iceland. And Iceland is the final three filming location. Thank you to everyone from Iceland who sent messages and commented on the videos. Who's the dark horse final four pick? Alright. Good question. So right now I have Teddy. And Teddy as the... we know Teddy goes far enough in the season, though the final four pick is not as solid as the final three. But we've got the cast of ladies here, kind of off-centered. Dark horse pick for 4. Sally returns. Sally returns. I think Serene's a good pick for 4, but maybe not the dark horse. And from the previews, I don't know who's in enough date footage other than those two. For it to be anyone else. I guess Sarah, maybe Sarah. Dark horse final. That would be the dark horse final 4 pick. Yeah. Teddy, Serene, or Sarah, because really, like, you take the cast of women. And at this point, we've got our final 3 almost. We've certainly got our final 2 from the sleuthing, and a lot of strong evidence to suggest Susie as well. But you take the cast of women and you just strike out you strike out Shanae, all the villain stuff, anyone who's been eliminated night 1, and leave only people who have one-on-one date footage from the previews. And I think even at that point, Genevieve here should be struck off the list. And that leaves just Teddy, Serene, and Sarah as other than Rachel, Gabby, and Susie. There's usually when I get to this point, there are like 8 or 9 people, but this season there were only 6 or 7, and I think I was a little hasty with Genevieve as well. I think Genevieve's in too much drama stuff, and not really a lot of. She's not actually in one-on-one date footage, I don't think. But Joy with an I, thank you for the super chat. Really appreciate it. Do you think Elizabeth will end up self-eliminating? The preview seems to show her being fed up with Clayton's constant questioning of her. Thank you. That's certainly possible. I don't have a whole lot of high hopes for Elizabeth being around for a long time because there's not much footage of her. The only real footage that we've seen is stuff of her bickering with Shanae, fighting with Shanae or arguing with Shanae. So, I also wouldn't be surprised if being in this kind of environment where she's being absolutely horribly treated by Shanae for her ADHD. She will remove herself from the situation. And yeah, Clayton's kind of uncertainty about who to believe and all that, I'd leave too. So I wouldn't be surprised, but definitely she's not going to be around for a lot longer. I don't think. I mean, we can go here. Here's a good place to be. Let's go back to this shot. We've got a shot here with the final 11. So we know with 100% certainty that Gabby, Rachel, Susie, Teddy, Serene are all in this shot because they have date footage. Sarah, they have date footage in outside of Toronto at locations that are not Toronto. Later on, and we know Sarah has date footage in Toronto. I believe maybe Gabby has a helicopter date or something that might be in Toronto as well. So then at that point, what did we say? We've got the 6. already. 6 of 11 or 12 women here. Who else do we got? Marlena looks to be here, maybe. And you kind of fill in the rest. Is Elizabeth in this group? I don't know. But this can be something that we use to tie together. There are a couple of other shots as well. We'll probably be using some of this original footage to discuss eliminations. Who's getting eliminated or not in the next couple of episodes before we get to Toronto. It's very helpful for our sleuthing. Very helpful. Yeah, as my phone is, you can hear my phone. Sorry about that. I'm moving it off to the side. It's, some of the Twitter notifications. Follow me on Twitter, by the way. I live tweet the show. I think there were a couple of other little bits of footage as well from Toronto, so we'll be using that to pinpoint who stays around or not. But I don't know if Elizabeth is in that group of Toronto women. And Maria Hernandez, thank you again for the support. Shanae in the previews mocking Elizabeth, her saying she has ADHD too, and mocking it really triggered me, and probably those who have ADHD triggering. Absolutely. I was furious. I do not have ADHD. I was furious. So I can only imagine. Just horrible human behavior. And, was it necessary to be on the show? I don't know. Might have been too tied up in what happens with Elizabeth and all that. But boy, yeah, infuriating. And I'm sorry. I'm sorry about that. I think here we have another angle of a shot here, by the way, from Toronto. Another angle here, a different shot from my archives. And that is, who do we got here? Is that Nips Lady? Is that Kate and Mara? Kate and Mara and Gabby as well. Add those to the list. I think that brings us to like 10 women already of the 11 or 12. Or maybe 9. But helps with the sleuthing. But I'll double check to see if maybe we can look at the preview. Well, I clicked the wrong button. See if we can get into the preview. As long as they put it up, maybe right at 11. But before we get into all of that, there are a couple of Bachelor Nation news items to talk about. So it's time for a little bit of Bachelor news of the week. I'm still putting on my glasses, even though you can't see me. For those of you who have been following Bachelor Nation news, the big story of late, rumors that Marissa and Riley have broken up. Marissa and Riley from Paradise have broken up. Nothing official has come out yet at this time. However, a number of strange happenings have happened. Photos have been deleted from Instagram pages cryptic likes and messages on their Twitter pages about, sometimes things just don't work out and stuff like that. The biggest sign for me, because you never know what's actually happening. The biggest sign for me was they shut down their Cameo account together. Their Cameo account together got shut down. You can't go on and get a Cameo from Marissa and Riley. To me, that's the most damning piece of evidence of them all so far, unless anything new has come out. But yep, Marissa and Riley. Unfortunately, it's a real sad one. Nothing official has come out as of yet, but the writing is on the wall. And I will say I've seen this story many times before, and I've said the same thing. Oh, well, you don't know for sure, but it seems to always be the same case, that eventually a statement is made and the two are broken up. So, yeah, I know. My birthday Cameo is ruined. Sad news. Sad news. So, unfortunate. But who knows? They might patch things up, or I don't know. Nothing official is out. There's a small sliver of hope left, but writing's on the wall. There's also some other strange couple news kind of going on as well. Claire has been seen with Blake Menard a lot lately. Don't know what this is. Don't know if there's something else going on. Claire and Blake Menard. Blake, she eliminated him in the second rose ceremony, second episode or something. He was on Bachelor in Paradise, where he had a relationship with Tia, and that blew up. The one where he said, where he looked at Thomas and Becca, like Thomas was getting Becca a bunch of like chicken fingers and games and stuff like that, and he was like, "Oh, I'm never gonna do that for you" or something. Well, they've been seen together, hanging out a bunch lately. So there's some strange coupling news. I don't know if it's if it is a real coupling yet, but people have been speculating. They've both, as you can see in this, they're on each other's stories, so they're not. It's not being hidden, and most strange. A little bit crossing into two of my favorite shows, Bachelor and Love is Blind. Blake, this is what I was going to talk about last week, but we didn't have time. There's too much preview to get over. Blake H from Stagecoach, Becca's season, and Giannina from Love is Blind. Apparently an item. People have been checking their Instagram, doing some sleuthing, some cross-referencing, both in Denver. And I think they're also going to be on a show, some kind of show coming up as well together. So, I don't know, might coincide with that, might be because of that. But yeah. I don't know if any of y'all watched the Love is Blind reunion where Damien and Giannina were the center of it all, with Damien just being a weirdo. Really invested in another woman that whole time while he's with Giannina. But there you go. So that's some of the Bachelor Nation news of the week, and the last week too. But I'm going to do a blind this week without the camera on. But we are approaching 11, and I'll see any minute. I'll be kind of side-eyeing, seeing if we've got the new preview up. They often tend to release these like right at 11. Did you watch Love Is Blind Brazil? I am currently watching that. It's been hard to. I've been trying to catch up on shows when I can. We've had way too much Bachelor content all in a row, and it's been a rough rough go of trying to catch up on shows I want to watch that aren't Bachelor related. So I am watching it, but I'm about halfway through, and I'm hoping that there's a new. I might prioritize if there's a Love Is Blind season 2, which I've heard is potentially in February, and I might cover that as well. I want to try and cover that if I can. But what will happen next week for the live chat? Not doing it because there won't be a show. Yeah, probably not. Probably not. There's no show to talk about, unfortunately. I don't know why. I'm sure we'll get the rundown from someone. They'll explain that maybe is there something on TV next week that they don't want to compete against? Cause yeah, I don't know why there's no episode. College football? Wasn't there college football today? NFL playoffs? Is it? But aren't the NFL playoffs? They're always on the weekend. It's not usually a Monday. Like Monday Night Football is usually a season thing, right? Martin Luther King Day. Interesting. Well, either way, I guess there's no nothing next week. So, but I will put out a video next week. So they won't be completely blank. I am going to be putting out a video. I've been noticing something. I think there's a pattern in something that the Bachelor people are trying to do to get us to like Clayton. A bit of a conspiracy. So I've got an idea for that, and I'm going to put that out. I'm going to put that out next week, because there won't be a show on. But it'll be a nice break. Maybe I'll be able to catch up on some other shows like Love Is Blind Brazil. And I've been watching Ted Lasso as well. Been catching up on that. That's been a really nice show to watch. I need something like horribly positive. With all this drama in my life. Yeah, or Succession. It's my favorite Ted Lasso character, other than Ted. I like what's his name? Danny, or whatever. He's the football is life. I like that guy. He makes me chuckle. Danny Rojas, yes. All right, it's 11 o'clock, and I'm just double checking the preview. We'll see if they put it up in the next few minutes. I'll double check, and then we can go over the preview if they show it. If not, we might have to hit the hay, because tomorrow it's back to recapping, and then the preview breakdown after that. It's up. We got it up. Let's see here. Let me see if I can find it. Yes. 1 minute ago. Perfect. All right. Let's get through this advertisement here. And put on my old headphones. Get into this. And all right, let's take a look at this preview. Shorter preview, none of these like 3-minute ones that we're usually getting at the beginning of the season. Something a little bit more reasonable. See what happens next week. What can we expect?
Some of this is a game for her that she wants to win.
She seems real confident. She's prancing around the house like a reindeer.
I'm gonna be honest, I hope she goes home.
What's he gonna do?
I have a rose.
Well, she has a rose, but we saw at the end of the last episode that Clayton's going to be taking that back. And I think that's going to be it for Cassidy. Like I said before, we have basically no footage, unless they're pulling it back for the sake of maybe they're getting trickier with the stuff. They're pulling it back to try and convince us that Cassidy is going to be going home this week. But I just don't see a world where Clayton takes a rose away and then gives it out again at the rose ceremony. I don't see that being a possibility. And yeah, I think that's it for Cassidy. So she'll be going. Shanae will be staying around.
I have a rose.
What is I just want to know what this lady's doing behind.
Rose.
Like she's either doing a shadow puppet routine or she's really has to pee.
Rose.
Okay.
This was like the best day of my life.
I'm about to get the YouTube bot's gonna get angry at me for those black boxes. But we've got a Baywatch themed date. We've seen this preview footage before. Group date. We know that Gabby's going to get some kind of alone time with Clayton on this date. We've seen that in the preview footage too, where they cartoon Microsoft painted over her butt in the preview. So we know that none of these women and Gabby, none of them are getting a one-on-one next week. But that's a group date we can strike off our list for preview footage to tell us who's going to get eliminated or not. And but actually, it does tell us, like we know none of these women, including Shanae right here, or Elizabeth, both Shanae and Elizabeth are going to be getting roses at the next rose ceremony. All of these women getting roses. Probably spot some here too. We got who do we got here? We've got I don't know, Gabby, Shanae. All right, there you go.
You literally have every single
and
thing
Sarah
that I wrote down that I wanted.
So Sarah, this looks really one-on-one-esque. They typically do this kind of stuff at the end of a one-on-one where someone has. I get to see Shanae at work tomorrow? Whoa. God. Is she like that in real life? So yeah, this I mean, Sarah. If Sarah's on a one-on-one here, this would be like they're not in Toronto yet, but we know she gets some sort of one-on-one in Toronto. Maybe it's not. Maybe the one-on-one in Toronto is not actually a one-on-one, but it looks like she's also. I don't know if it looks like to you. She's got a rose right here. See this little line? She's holding a rose, and always the string quartet, all that kind of stuff. This kind of concert always comes at the end of the dinner portion of a date when someone gets a rose. But Sarah there looks like, yeah, definitely a green vine here. She's holding a rose, or I mean, looks like it. Looks like it, or maybe they're trying to hide it. I don't know.
Thing that I wrote down that I wanted.
This looks like a group date
so many strong
with Rachel.
here.
Asking if
Teddy.
I could fall in love with Clayton. I feel like we're already there.
It's Eliza as well.
It's not fun to know that so many girls are building connections with Clayton.
You're fake, you're two-faced, I'm done.
Ooh, honey.
Talk to yourself about it. Elizabeth.
Okay, well, there you go. Shanae, who Taylor's going to be seeing at work tomorrow, only going to continue with the shenanigans. But yeah, I don't know how much more footage we have of Elizabeth. I'll have to double check to see if she stays past this episode. And again, she could self-eliminate. It could be something other than Clayton eliminating her. But we'll see if there are... One thing that sucks, even though they've started to edit the previews, can't check lapels for roses on The Bachelor to see if this is like a group date or a rose ceremony or something. But looks like Sarah one-on-one, our two group dates as usual, and Shanae and Elizabeth going at it again.
Done.
Ooh, honey.
Talk to yourself about it. Elizabeth's lying to everyone.
Crazy Shanae's gonna come out. She's continuing to have an out for me to ruin my chances with like what we have.
Oh man. She's living in some kind of world. But you know, this is I don't think this is a group date which you know the trophy footage. I don't think this is the same date. So we've got Shanae is going to get a rose this next rose ceremony and the one after that, at least. And we've talked about Shanae and Genevieve having a feud. So perhaps, you know, Elizabeth self-eliminates or is eliminated by Clayton, and then Shanae needs someone else to get after, so that person's Genevieve.
With like what we have.
I'm really just struggling right now. I'm not sure if this is something that I can look past.
I don't feel like I can really like talk to you because I'm just being questioned.
Yeah.
Elizabeth.
Yeah, that could it's a storyline I buy. The one where Elizabeth goes home, sends herself home, maybe. Whatever. But this looks like Shanae celebrating. I'd buy that this is her celebrating Elizabeth going, or she could just be doing that. She could just be dancing and flipping her off while she's there, like to the camera. But there you go. There's the preview. The preview. With a lot more Shanae. And she's going to be around for a couple of episodes at least. But no Cassidy. You'll notice no Cassidy in this episode whatsoever. Not in the background. She's not in any more preview footage. So I think we can safely say that this rose being taken back from Cassidy is going to be the end for her. Is going to be the end. And I wonder if Elizabeth, this is it for Elizabeth too, because I can remember one bit of footage from my collection of preview screenshots, and that Elizabeth is in beyond around this time, where I wondered, okay, how far could she go? It's her in this outfit, so unless there's something else hidden in there, she might be one to go as well. So, but again, we don't know if it's Clayton who does that or her. And the more I think about it, the more I'm thinking if Shanae is staying around for one more episode, it can't be Elizabeth. Can't be Elizabeth who stays with her. It kind of seems like Clayton is questioning. Okay, who do I believe here? What's going on? And if Shanae is sticking around one more episode, I'm guessing he's siding with her. So there you have it. Is this going to be another Hannah Brown season with the villain staying until the end? No. Shanae will stay around for a little while, and I'm sure there's going to be a new villain that they throw in there after Shanae is gone. But no, the final three, unless there's some secret final three with Rachel or Gabby, or we believe Susie to be the other third, some secret villain edit in there. No. But yes, they will have a new villain. But, alright, that's it. We are at the end of the stream. Went a little longer today because we started late because of all the fun, completely random technical issues. Always fun when that happens, even when you check everything right before the show ends. And maybe next week or in 2 weeks, the doggos will be coming out again. Maybe they'll feel ready to show their faces. So thank you all for coming out and watching tonight. Sorry no cam tonight, but keep your eyes peeled for the recap tomorrow and the preview breakdown after that. And even though we're taking a 2-week break from The Bachelor now, because it's not on next week, there will be another video out next week at some point. So until then, until next video, until tomorrow, Bachelor Fan Take out.